So again, because I'm not good at convincing folks to stay, I'm also saddened to say that our general counsel, Ruchi Verma, this will be her last board meeting with us as she leaves the district. To dedicate oneself to a role that serves as one of the largest public school boards and school districts in the country is no small endeavor. It takes a special kind of leader who has the fortitude to firmly stand when the winds shift, as well as the expertise and lived experience to help navigate the complexities that come with that role. Ruchi Verma is that type of leader. She served with distinction, dedication, and legal excellence as general counsel to the board since starting her tenure in that role of March of 2023. She led the board's law department with vision and integrity, overseeing a team of more than 100 legal professionals across 8 practice areas, including litigation, labor and employment, school law, student discipline, school finance, commercial transactions, and workers' compensation. Ruchi joined the CPS Law Department in 2008 as Assistant General Counsel in the School Law Unit. She later served as Deputy General Counsel in 2012. In 2019, she became the first Deputy General Counsel of the board. Throughout her tenure, she contributed to the development of key district initiatives, including the establishment of the Office of Student Protections and Title IX, implementation of the annual school action process, and oversight of the district's legal response to the COVID-19 pandemic. She is a strong and respected leader who has strengthened the legal foundation and ethical culture of the board. And I'm honored to have had the opportunity to work with her. On behalf of the board, thank you, Ruchi, for sharing your time, your talents, your dedication to the board, and being unwavering in that role. I know we didn't make it easy for you, but you stood like a champion. We'll miss your unwavering professionalism, legal expertise, and guidance. And as we bid you farewell and wish you much success on your future endeavors, but what I know is given your passion for education, you won't be far. Thank you so much, Ruchi, for all you've done, not just for the board, but for me personally. Thank you.
Really weird to be on this side. But Sarah made me come over here. Thank you, President Hardin, for those kind words and for this recognition. I really appreciate it. Many of you know I do not love a spotlight, so I will try to keep this brief. Serving this remarkable district this last 17 years and as general counsel for the last 2.5 has been the greatest privilege of my professional life. No one, I'm going to try to get through this, sorry. No one does this incredible work on their own, though. So I am who I am first and foremost because of my parents. My dad, who always emphasized the importance of education as it was his ticket out of poverty. And my mother, whose enormous heart taught me how to selflessly serve others. In addition, I owe a debt of gratitude to the numerous educators who taught me and continued to remind me to keep students at the forefront of everything I do. Finally, my team, who support and lift me and each other in all the ways needed and unsaid. I could not do what I do without them. I'm lucky to work day in and day out with these dedicated and caring professionals, which is how I know I'm leaving all of you in good hands. So thank you for letting me walk alongside you to contribute to this district. It's truly been an honor of my lifetime.
Again, I'd like to open it up to the board and the superintendent to offer comments.
Ruchi, I have experienced you in various roles, and what I can say is you're very consistent. Your expertise, your experience, and your very calm demeanor is very comforting with all that you encounter. You've done all of this and you've maintained that spirit of peace and calmness, although sometimes things can be fast paced, high stakes, and sometimes CPS can be a little active, but you maintain that sense of calmness, and that has been I think that has served you very well, and it served the district very well. I am so glad that I had the opportunity to work with you in various capacities, and so I wish you luck wherever you are going off to.
Member Smith.
Ruchi, I want to sincerely thank you for encouraging, inspiring, and informing me on the role that I am in now. I'll never forget when I called you and said, this information is overwhelming. What am I to do? And you gave me a story and you said, I got here because I stayed up late nights and I read. I got here because I did the work, and there's no excuse for not doing the work, Che. When you said that to me, I loved you even more because you held me accountable for doing my fiduciary duty. Thank you, Ruchi, for not only informing and holding us accountable, but using your incredible skill set and talent to protect our institution. Thank you.
Member Rosenfeld.
Ruchi, thank you. Your integrity, your thoughtfulness, your commitment to public education is like nobody that I've met along the way. Your honest answers to me, even if I texted you right when you were putting those kids to bed, you always got back to me, and I so appreciate it. Coming into this role, I don't think I could have navigated the policy and all of that without your unwavering honesty, your commitment to the kids, always leading with your head, keeping your heart right in it. Wherever you go, whatever you do, I know that we'll stay connected. Now you get to be a CPS parent, so send me an email. Thank you, Ruchi. I wish you the very best.
Member Custer.
I'm like crying up here like a big mess. I'm embarrassed. There are not enough ways to say thank you. We didn't have enough time to work together, and I'm really sad about that. But you answered every call at every time of day, entertained every wild idea I ever ran by you, even when most of the time you were like, no, Jenny, can't do that. But I appreciate you always listening and being there as a thought partner and someone who guides the way and holding your composure and all of the things that you have done. And there are not enough ways to say thank you, and you will be sorely missed.
Member Pohl.
Yeah, Ruchi, it's been an amazing journey with you these last 8 months or 9 months. As Board Member Blaze alluded to, some of us joined the board under some rather challenging circumstances back in October, and the support and guidance that you gave us, the availability you had for answering all of our questions, the counsel that you provided to us, all of that means so much to me, and I know to my fellow board members as well. Even when I didn't like the answers that you gave me about things, you gave them in such a calm, well-reasoned, and analytical way that it was really helpful. So I share that with Board Member Custer. And I just want to say that during some difficult meetings, it has always made me calm to be able to look over and see you sitting there at that desk and know that you were hearing the things I was hearing, and that you would be able to advise and guide us as we moved ahead. So thank you, best wishes, and terribly sorry to see you go.
Member Boyle.
Ruchi, thank you for your guidance. Thank you for your professionalism. Thank you for your friendship. Gonna miss you.
Member Lopez.
Also adding to to what has been stated. Thank you for your service, your leadership, for always standing up for our district, our students, in particular vulnerable students. And I think, when you shared about your parents and something that also had shared, in separate conversations, and whenever we had questions about the fears of immigrant students in my district, I knew that you will be standing up and defending them. Oftentimes, when I was working in whether it be resolutions or other things, I will be asking myself, what would Ruchi say? What will Ruchi do? I know that. So it was just a guidance, knowing that you will always have, what was the best approach, thinking from a legal perspective, but also how do we protect those students that we serve. So thank you and best of luck. I know that many of us will still be, calling you and let us know how we could be of support. Thank you.
Member Bannon.
She's like, lose my number.
No, you can feel free to call me still.
I just wanted to, there we go. I want to compliment you on the great job you've done. I've only been here for a few months, but I can tell the impact you've had on the district. Thank you for your counsel. I can only imagine how many plates you had spinning in your head on any one day with, 21 people here, the whole staff, principals. I hope you get a chance to get some mental rest. And I just wanted to, thank you for your service and always being just a phone call away to provide some very professional, practical counsel. Thank you so much.
And lastly, Member Blaze.
Hey, Ruchi, sorry. So I was speaking with a mutual friend of ours. I'm like, why is she leaving? And he said, because y'all are a lot. And so I'm here to acknowledge that I am a lot. I have been occasionally the problem child, but you've always given me answers, not necessarily that I wanted to hear, but the right answer. And even when I pushed and was like, well, so how much trouble would I get into if I did this? Or you were always clear. Your counsel and your guidance was so appreciated and so necessary. And as everyone said, the calm you have was so, I was so grateful for that. And there were moments where even just being on the dais made me nervous. And so there were days where legal things were flying and I was terrified, to be honest with you. And you made it seem like we were all going to be okay. So I want to say thank you for that. And sorry for being one of the problem children. And I know you're going to be really happy and successful, and everything is going to be wonderful for you. And I'm glad that we had this time together. So thank you.
I don't know, we have a spokesperson from your department who wants to say a few words?
Oh, I should have prepared something. I should have known. Well, on behalf of the entire law department, thank you, Ruchi. I didn't think I was going to cry either. I'm not an emotional person generally. But I know specifically from Libby and I, we really appreciate your belief in us and all that you've done to teach us and be patient with us and, trust us. But on behalf of, I think I speak on behalf of our entire department that you're one of the best leaders we've ever had because you're kind, you're empathetic, you're very, very smart, and you know just so much. And you take the time to teach us and work alongside us. And I think we're all really grateful to have worked with you for as long as we have. And thank you on behalf of the district for all you've done to commit yourself, sacrifice yourself for the better good of the children of Chicago. So thank you.
Ruchi, your contributions have been immeasurable, and as a small token of our appreciation, we'd like to present you with a small gift. Clearly, there'll be no legal work that will happen today because everybody's too emotional. But we appreciate you. Thank you, Ruchi.